Hello, and this is a quick video on the importance of initializing your sprites. Now, initializing is basically making sure your sprites are set up at the beginning so that you don't have to drag them back to wherever you want them and turn them and change them and put the right costume and all this stuff because you do that at the beginning. So I've set up this long routine for Scratch Cat here, and you can kind of see how it will go through this. And yeah, so here we go. It's going to do some little movements, a little drawing, dancing. So a lot of fun things that you can do with them as far as movements. Now, but the problem is he's there. If I were to run this program again, then he's going to start in the same place. He's also a lot bigger now, and he's facing the wrong direction. So he's going to be kind of all over the place. And it's not going to be like the first time. In fact, it'll never be like the first time. Very often, the sprites will actually, if they're moving enough, will actually leave the screen. So the initializing is what you do at the beginning that basically sets everything up. So if I want him starting in the middle of the screen, first thing I'm going to do is I almost always at the beginning have a go-to. Now, a go-to will basically have him start in a certain place. Now, if I want him right in the middle of the screen, I'm just going to go to 0, 0. That's the middle of the screen. And you can even double click on that. Well, if I double click, let me pull this off. If I double click on this, he will be in the middle of the screen. Now, he still looks really messed up, but that's because I need to do more initializing. Another one that I frequently use is point in direction 90. So point in direction 90 will make sure that he's pointing usually to the right is their common orientation. So now at least he'll do those two things. So he's pointing the right direction and he's in the middle. Now there are other problems. One other problem is in the back, there are some things drawn there because I have the pen down on certain things. So again, for the pen initializing, one, I want to make sure the pen's up to start things. And two, I want to make sure it's clear. Clear will make sure that, well, the pen's not there. So if I, again, show all this initializing, he'll be in the right place, and now everything's clear back there, clean slate, all that. Now, let's see. Some other ones, you couldn't kind of tell the costumes. I do have different costumes for the sprites. So sometimes you want to make sure that it is the right costume. So you don't always have to do this. If you don't ever change costumes, you don't have to do this. But I usually will start with a switch costume, and I will put whatever the original costume would be. Again, it's just good practice. Put these in there, can't hurt. Now, you probably also notice that Scratch is really big, and he's just going to keep getting bigger every time. So the next thing I'm going to do is in looks. If you change the size, I'm going to have to put in an initializer for that. So I'm going to use set size, and it says 210% because that's where he's at now. I don't want that. I want it to be at 100%. You might set it to smaller or whatever you want, but I'm going to start with 100%. So now we should be pretty good as far as facing the right direction, everything. Some other initializing things that you should consider. If you ever change your background, then you probably want to put in a switch backdrop to whatever the original one would be. So that's always a good one to include. Sometimes you have to clear graphic effects. If you really do a lot of that, a lot of times that seems to be okay without that. So that's an idea. I think that's most of them. Essentially, it's just the idea that if you have anything changed, you need to have that. Now, you need to do this for every sprite that you have. Okay, that's why every sprite that I start with, I always put it where I want it to go. So if I was starting with a new sprite, let's just throw in a soccer ball. If I'm starting with a new sprite, I'm going to decide where I want that sprite to start, right by his foot there, and then I'm going to put in, I always start with this event, and the first things I'm going to do, I'm going to have point and direction just in case I end up turning it. And I'm going to have the go-to. Now, the nice thing is if I start it here, the go-to is already set for as far as the numbers. So right there, boom. I always start with those two. I might throw in some others later on, but those two are just a good starting place so that it will always start in the right place. So there you go. That's why it's so important to initialize things, so you don't want your user to have to drag things back every time and have to reset things, and it's just a lot of work, and that's kind of ruins the whole point of the program. So hopefully you understand how to initialize.